Hello? Why are you muted?
Hey,
I was like, I can't hear anything. I'm just.
it's because at school I don't like the in case my mic or camera's accidentally on, so I just mute it all. Anyways,
Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to Talk It Out Tuesday.
I'm
I'm
Keely,
Lindsay.
and we're still new at this.
Yeah. Um, so
Oh.
Keely, you want to tell them what we're doing today?
Well, Lindsay had the bright idea to do a question and answer. So if you don't follow our Instagram at thefukushimafam, go ahead and do so because we put a poll on our stories asking everyone any questions, like any questions you wanted to ask us, whether it was faith, experiences, stories, random questions. I don't know, you name it. We asked for them, and so we did get a few, and so we're just gonna go through those. So let's do this. Talk it out Tuesday. Okay, so the first one, this one's kind of just a funny, quick one. How do you tie your shoes?
Okay, I tie them different. I don't know how to like explain it. Obviously, I do like the loop, and then I go like this, and then I
Oh,
pull
I
them
do that
through.
too.
It's faster.
You put it through, so it's like tied halfway, and then instead of doing bunny ears, you just like go like this and then like that.
Yeah, it's so much faster and easier, I think.
Okay. What's a song that has changed you? Well, I have like a song that I live by.
What's that?
Um, if you saw our tattoo prank, you saw that I got the tattoo "You Are More," and that's a song by 10th Avenue North, and that's a song like I would even listen to before my basketball games, which is kind
I
of
knew you were gonna say
interesting
that.
because it's a worship song. Well, it's a Christian song,
Yeah.
um, and so it's a kind of a slower song to be honest, but it's like a mid-beat song. But yeah, I used to always listen to that before my games because or even just like driving anywhere to be honest. But I think yeah, it was just a good song. It's like talks about how you are more than your mistakes, you are more than the choices that you make, you are more than people's opinions, you are more than you could ever think of yourself. Why? Because you are a child of God, and God is working in your life, and He's got control of you and control of your life, and it's you are more than you will ever think of yourself. But for me, it also is like I reverse it sometimes that people are more than I think of them. So there's no, I can't judge them because they are more than I will ever think of them too. So You Are More by 10th Avenue North.
Mine would probably be A Little Too Much by Shawn Mendes. Because okay, honestly, like it's one of his like older songs on his older albums. And so, one day I was just let's just listen to every single song. And then I came across this song, and it's basically talking about how like this one girl like puts like too much on her plate, like she doesn't know like when it's enough. She can like take or she needs to like take a break and that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I just really liked it, and I thought that it had a really good message behind it. So, Shawn Mendes coming in clutch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's kind of just for me, but it says college or funny stories. So I guess you can do a funny story. I don't know. It says college funny stories. So you can do high school funny stories. I don't know.
I don't have
Um, okay. Funny stories about college. I think it. Dude, I don't really know. I can't believe I'm already a junior. Like I could be graduating this year, which is crazy, but I'm doing 2 minors to fill in my fourth year. If you didn't know that. But yeah, I think it's crazy how I'm almost done with college and you're almost out of high school. Like 4 years went by so fast, and for me, now I have to like be an adult, like workforce adult, and like you now you're like looking at college. Like it's so weird, but funny stories, I don't know. I think there's a lot that are there and like memories that I've had. And if I go through pictures, I could tell you what happened, or like, videos on my phone, I could tell you what happened, or even Instagram posts. but like off the top of my head, I can't really think of any. Yeah, I don't know.
Can I share mine?
Yeah.
I thought of one. So last year, obviously, like when we were in person and stuff, I had like probably like the funniest Spanish teacher like at the school, or like teacher in general. And like if you know him, you know he likes to like do like dance offs and that kind of stuff. Like he's super like out there and like super playful and that kind of stuff. So then one time, yearbook came in our classroom, and they were like, oh, like, Mr. Polito, can you do something funny or whatever? And then he was like, yeah, of course. And then he had a dance off with one of the other students, and the other student started doing like the worm and started doing like backflips, and then Mr. Polito pulled like a split, and we're all like what the heck? Like he's like 40 plus, and we're like, but yeah, good
I
time.
think also for me, like in college and like came out friends, I do laugh a lot. Don't get me wrong. Like I pretty much always like giggling, but I haven't like had like when I'm home, I think it's different because our family knows how to make each other laugh.
True.
Like like the
Every
exact things to say to like laugh till you can't breathe and you start crying.
yeah.
Like I laugh like at home we like giggle sometimes, but then we have those moments where we like die laughing. Where here I'm just always giggling. Like I haven't and maybe a couple times I've had to die laughing, but like for the most part I'm always just giggling. But it's also like I've only known these people for I mean, yeah, I've only known these people for like 3 years, so it's like
Yeah.
it's not the same, but at the same time it's like I do see these people a lot often, like really often. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of good memories college holds. I have to think about it. I don't know about any funny, but good ones are meeting Russell Westbrook, um, meeting Chloe Kai. Uh, those are super cool. But also like I've had moments where we've gone surfing and or paddling out, and a wave just keeps going, and you're literally paddling in the same position like this. And they're and you just can't help but just lay on your bed, lay on your surfboard and laugh, stuff like that. But I don't know. There's a lot of good moments that you just giggle about. But yeah, no funny stories I can think of at the moment. Kind of. Also, I just kind of looked at these questions. I didn't really look at them before this, so that's why we don't have an answer. Sorry. But yeah. Okay. Next, do you have any? I guess you can. Any other funny stories or anything?
No, that's it.
Okay. What's your proudest moment?
My proudest moment. I would say I have two. Okay, I'll make it quick. Don't worry. So the first one is in 8th grade. I got the Scholar Wildcat Athletic Award. Whatever.
That's like the middle school
Yeah,
award for the whole middle school.
for PE though.
Yes. Well, you got athletic, so for PE, yes.
Yeah, but each class at our middle school, at least because it's super small, had like two people, like a girl and a boy, that won, like, I guess, an award for each subject.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I got the PE one. Yep. Anyways, and then my other
Dumb jock.
the other one the other one was
I'm still realizing what I said.
yeah. Was when I had like my best game against Aliso. I scored 20 points on 100% field goal percentage.
Like I said, dumb jock.
Yeah. Okay.
Proudest moment? I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, because there's a lot of milestones in your life, Like I would say, getting baptized my senior year in March, April. That was super huge. It was like a good step for me, and I would say it's a proud moment in my faith, but I don't know if it's the proudest moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like obviously graduating high school and being one of a couple. They're not. I don't want to say couple, but one of like I would say like 50 valedictorians. That was super cool. And scholar athlete. Here, I think a proud moment also be my face-to-face segment And even though it doesn't get many views, it still is seen by people, which is a proud thing for me. I don't really care about how many views I get because I hate watching myself and like.
No, yeah. No, I would have thought you had said the Spectrum guy when he like came up to you.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting to. Like, one of the Spectrum, two of the Spectrum, one host and one of the camera guys noticed me, and
By
well,
name.
yeah, by name, and like I've seen them so many times at games, and I don't know, that was just really cool. And they were like kind of giving me tips and saying how they're gonna watch my next one, and every time I post a new one, they're like, "Oh my god, I loved it! Da, da, da. I liked how you talked about something, something." So that is really cool too. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of milestones or good moments, but I don't know what my like proudest moment would be. Because obviously, like hula competitions, winning those, that was super cool. Especially because we're so young and competing. Doing well in basketball, obviously. I don't know. I think there's a couple, but I don't think I can name one proud moment.
She's just too proud.
Humbly, sorry.
Okay.
Do you have like a best day of your life?
I mean, yeah. I have like a couple best days, because I can't just like one day is not like my entire everything I want in life,
Yeah.
But
How
like,
about one best day, one worst day? LOL.
oh gosh, I can't even remember my worst because I don't want to remember my worst days.
But sometimes you should.
Best day, I forgot what day it was, but remember when we went to the beach with Matsuda's and Lauren and the Fukushimafams
Oh yeah.
for like the whole day, and then we got chains after like 9 p.m.
Oh, when it was windy though?
Yeah, but like that day was just so fun. Like we would spend the whole day in the water and just like
That's
hanging
true.
out, and then we got food and stuff. That was really
That's
fun.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have one.
A worst day?
Well, I think there's like a series of worst days that you can name.
Like a month.
Well, I think okay. I think my proudest moments also go along with my best days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like those that go hand in hand. I don't think there's many other best days besides like days where we just spend time with like our family or like beach days that are like also best days, you know? But yeah, I think proud moments and best days kind of go hand in hand for me. Worst days, we won't get into that. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Dude,
Like
look how
loud?
dark I am. No.
Okay. Okay, so our last question is a question that I did see before this. And I didn't really think about it because I wanted to be even playing field, but I did see it, and I think this is a super good question. It says, "What are things you know now that your parents were right about, and what are things that were wrong that they were wrong about?"
Ooh.
What are things you know now that your parents were right about, and the things that they were wrong about? Wrong, I can go because I remember when I was in high school, I think sophomore going to junior year, um, my parents were like, "Hey, you need to like get on your schoolwork." Like, I mean, I've always done well in school, but they were kind of more like, "You need to start figuring out how you're gonna study and figure out how you're gonna do well in school because college is more based on tests and projects, not so much based on homework. Homework can't save you like it can in high school." And I was like, yeah. But they were wrong. I mean, exams and midterms do play a greater percentage, a greater part in your grade in college, but homework, extra credit, those things still apply. Don't get me wrong. Projects, papers, those help so much. So, yes, exams do matter more, but projects and papers are just as equivalent, which help you out. For me, at least, help me out. So, my parents were wrong about
I can only think of like things that they were right about.
that. Well, that's good.
But like, we kind of talked about last time, like how like they didn't want me to exactly like jump into a relationship. They didn't want me to date and stuff. And like they were right about it because it like wasn't a good time for me because I was just going into junior year. I was preparing for AP tests, or I still am preparing for AP tests, SATs, like all that kind of stuff. And especially in the last 2 years of high school, it's kind of hard because you're like really busy, but then also preparing for college. And then if you're like starting a relationship and then going into like college and long distance, that's like tough too. So they were right about that.
I'm trying to think what else they were right about.
I can't.
What they were right about. I got them wrong real fast.
Wrong.
Well, because I always remember, like, in the car, my mom would be like, Keely, you need to figure out how you're going to study. Because, so a lot of time in high school, I would multitask and have, like, Netflix on one side and my homework on the
I
other
just
side.
can't do that. Like I wish, but I just can't.
Well, I got good grades, so anyways, also on the Enneagram, I saw something today that says sevens are really good at multitasking with a music or video on the side while they do their work. And I was like,
I can do music. I just can't like watch something and do it.
well, anyways, yeah. So I think that's why mom was always like, Keely, you need to figure out how you're gonna study, like what study methods work for you, how you're gonna like do school, because you can't just rely on your homework and then wing it for the test and then hope it's all good. Like things count and things add up in college. In some classes, yes, but like I just like to put it out there. I've yet to read a full book for school.
But imagine if you like did. Like imagine your grades then. Just saying.
I mean, I still graduated with above a 4.0, so that's all that matters. And right now I have a 3.8, so good enough for me. Yeah, I don't know. And like I have a thing on a caption. You ever have Instagram captions in your notes? One of my captions, it says like it's just like things that I say that it could be funny for a caption. Anyways, one of them says like I need to pull it up because it's actually really funny.
Oh my gosh.
And it says I still I still don't understand how or what studying is, but I've made it this far, so I guess watching TikToks, napping, and Netflix is the best answer. I'm gonna stay that way.
Wow.
It's just things that go in my head. But yeah, so that's the thing that's like one thing I know that was like I can say like you were wrong, but it's like more of a funny wrong, you know? I don't think there's anything that like my parents were wrong about that I can think of. Maybe it might change when I have kids, you know? I don't know.
True.
But like, for college right now, so far there's nothing that I can think of that my parents were wrong about. They were mostly right.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think they prepared us, at least me, well for college. Like I know what I'm looking for in friends. I know how to manage my time decently thanks to sports and high school and stuff and church. Um, yeah, I'm very cautious about how I spend my money. Um, yeah, and I'm just very splurge.
Sometimes actually, sometimes.
Yeah, I do have my moments where I splurge. Um, yeah, and then I think they prepared me well to like know how to approach a relationship. Obviously, I still get nervous and anxious and like stuff like that, but I know how I would like to be treated in a respectful relationship and that kind of stuff. So I think they did prepare us and was right about a lot of things as far as college. Um, Beyond that, only time will tell. But yeah, can you think of anything else, right or wrong? There's a lot of things that like when you like something happens in
Yeah.
your mind, you're
I'm like, no,
I
they're
was wrong about that.
yeah.
But like right now,
I'm like,
mean,
ooh.
they're like small things though. So
Yeah.
there's nothing like big that like wow they were wrong.
Like one of them was like, mom said put the dumplings in for like 3 minutes, but it's actually 6 minutes. Just something small like that, you know? That's all I can think of. That happened like yesterday.
Yeah.
But
I think for the most part, a lot of things that parents say are right because it's based on their experiences and obviously times change, circumstances change, everything is different for every person, but you can't go wrong with giving just advice on how you've experienced things and hope that they take it and can apply it to them, their perspective, their manner in some shape or form. So I don't know. And that was from Uncle Mark. So Uncle Mark, shout out to you. You're the bomb. We love you. But yeah, well, that was a short Q&A just about random questions. We are trying to make these videos shorter. I think sometimes we just get carried away talking, and so we can't help ourselves. But we are going to aim for shorter videos, better content, and we hope you enjoyed.
Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.